Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Uh-oh.
Hi, it's QEDDeNile here, bringing you game 2 between me and FaDeHalstrom in the Thoughts of a Gold level player series. Now, as I said, this is not a master level player, this is not a grandmaster level player, this is not a diamond level player, it's not a platinum player, this is a gold level player. Alright, my thought processes are not good, they're horrible. This is more just to give you an insight on maybe those people that are in gold as well, who may play other gold players and wonder, well, maybe they're thinking like a master. And no, they're not. They're thinking like a gold player. So I'm actually going to bring it back to my vision again here, but I'm going to bring up the production tab in game 2 so that we can see what I would have seen and what is actually going on. As that's probably a nice little counterpoint as to what's happening. So what, coming into game 2 in this match, I was quietly confident. I mean, you know, it was a calm win, not an easy win, but a decent win against them in the first round. I didn't feel too pressured. I macroed well. I definitely had a nice supply count. Kept above him the whole game, looking back at it. Not too bad. So this was his map choice, DeNile. Interesting map. As soon as I realised I was playing on the DeNile, I realised he was probably either going to fast expand or go for Banshees. I don't know why. Probably a bad choice. He didn't think he was going to go Banshees because there is a long travel distance between these maps. I guess I was worried that it might have been a short travel distance and the Banshee might have been happened then. But I also figured he'd mix it up. You know, Marine Marauder didn't work last time. Maybe he'll go Banshees. And so I actually started overthinking it, to be honest. I overthought this match so much that I just completely confused myself and went for a build order that made no sense whatsoever. I didn't do any of my usual stuff. I went Stalkers and then hid around base in case the Banshee came. I said I got here and tried to scout to no avail. Realising I didn't think it was going to be a fast expand because I didn't get the scout. Looking now, there's no gas taken. Probably going to be a fast expand. But I didn't see that at the time. So I'll bring it back to just my vision, because I don't want you to know what anyone else saw. Just going to see what I saw. So all I saw was this. What is really happening, as you can see, is getting another barracks, which I kind of suspected due to his normal build, and a normal command. But after that, you'll see it actually expands. Really caught me off guard with that. I saw the little prox, you know, he came in, but see, I'm not even building his up. I'm not doing anything in my usual order. It's a later gas than it was last time, which is fine. That's more of a normal timing of the gas. Actually, no, it's still early. Still very early, but getting close to a normal timing gas timing. And then I decided to build a Stalker straight up. Now, people go, well, that could be 3 Stalker Rush. Well, then why didn't I have a second gateway? I just got really confused. I mean, if I was going to go 3 Stalker Rush, and at this point in the game, I was actually going, maybe I should go Blink Stalker. Now, it's a bit late to change builds on the fly, particularly as a gold player. You kind of need to have what you're going to do. That's why I ended up dropping the second gateway. I'm like, I'm going to go Blink Stalker, I need a second gateway, I'm going to get more Stalkers out, I'm going to get the 3 Stalkers out. That kind of slowed down my second Stalker, because then I had to wait for the minerals again. I need that second Stalker out in order to do damage. Instead though, this SCV did end up dying. He was trying to run away and failed miserably. He actually runs himself into a corner, of all things. I'm not sure why Blizzard's automatic, what do you call it, how they automatically run in the wrong direction, put it that way, AI. Blizzard's AI likes to do that. So I got the 3 Stalkers out later than I probably should have. I did have a probe on this hour, and I did thought with this probe, I thought, I'm going to go scout the front now. I want to know what's going on. A bit of a waste, maybe it's a waste of probe, maybe I should just wait and use the Stalkers straight up, but I want to know what was going on. So I got the second gateway up, and then I dropped the robo, thinking I'll go Blink, I need an observer, Blink. Get a supply block myself here too very shortly. Not a very wise move. Bit hard to get more Stalkers out if you supply block. As I stood there, I set the probe up and I saw Marines. I said, ooh, Marines at an expansion, but no bunker. Stalkers can deal with that. So I decided to set my Stalkers out, but I hesitated again. I should have the Stalkers out there, should be microing, but I hesitated. And Fade took advantage of this. He's now got, FaDeHalstrom I said took advantage of this. He's got his command center halfway built. He's got a bunker now, halfway built. And he's getting 2 tech labs. So a lot of Marauders in this force as well. Marauders, great against Stalkers. So we'll have to see what happens here. But I push forward now. Better late than never. And I get an observer out straight away, pretty much. I like that you're getting an observer out. I think I'd warped in a Stalker or 2 and I got an observer. Yeah, I got an observer out and started heading it towards the map soonish. I'm sure I did. Oh, supply blocked again. I would really... Oh no, not supply block. But I did do really bad at supply blocks in this one. Unfortunately, quite bad at supply blocks. I was waiting for the pile to build and I was going to warp into some more stalkers. I'm not sure what I was doing then. Obviously I was watching my stalkers move across the map. So I got the observer out now. I still haven't built a proxy pylon. Would have been able to reinforce this a lot better. I did get stuck getting +1 weapons, which give me that that weapons advantage that I like, the upgrade advantage. And I started going to push forward these stalkers now. There's quite a fair few stalkers. It was just a little few marines, I'll be right. Push forward, I see the SCV there, I take the SCV out. I'm like, must have been like a scouting SCV. And I see a lot of bunkers, and I go, well that's not for me, I'm out of here. Too many bunkers. Decided to take out that marine that was following me. I was happy about that. Little turn back and turn and run. The observer's only just hitting across the map now. And weapons about halfway completed. Starting getting more probes. I need to expand though now, really. I shouldn't have waited, I should have expanded. I saw he's expanding, he's getting quite the nice economy going. I did end up expanding, but I should have expanded earlier. After seeing things expand, I could have expanded straight away. Instead I went for this kind of stalker push. Finishing +1 weapons. I'm not building anything out of the robo, just got my observer floating across the map. He hasn't got concussive shell yet, so that was kind of handy for me. Concussive shell would have slowed me down and probably would have lost 1, maybe 2 stalkers. So that little poking before. So the observer comes over and sees the 3 bunkers and realizes, well, I'm not pushing that anytime soon. But doesn't see any marauders. Now I should have used the observer, I should have got him in there soon, I should have seen there was that many tech labs on it, and I do move him. But all I'm seeing is marines and more marines. I don't know if he's got a marauder out as of yet. If we look at all these, he's got marauder training now. I do see the tech lab, so I do realise that marauders are a very good chance happening. And I also do realise that he probably has stim. And I did see there was even more barracks. I realised, oh bugger, he's going to go mass marine marauder again. And I'm not prepared for that. So my response though is to keep going with the upgrades. And I actually, instead of going Colossi, which I normally do, nothing on Colossi, I actually decided to go High Templar straight up. Which could have worked quite well for me. Played a ladder game which worked well. I did see these marauders move out here. I was a bit sus as to why they're moving out there. Obviously going for trying to sneak around the back or something, but I knew there was no starports up. So I wasn't worried about a drop. I just wasn't sure why he was running all the way around there to get to me. So I was a bit sus on what the hell was going on, why they were mustered so far away, but I didn't really have the force I could deal with marauders. So I stayed out of it. Even though I could tell I was still upgrade advantage again, so I was happy about that. And as we go in, I'm dropping more gateways, and I've got the Templar Archives just about done. Not normally anywhere near my standard, and I'm still thinking here, I'm actually wondering where the hell his force is right now. I'm sending this out to the watchtower, because I want to know where he is. I've actually gotten a bit worried here. I don't know where he is, and instead of building an observer, which I could have done and should have done, I panicked, and I just kept watching these marines and these marauders leave. I don't know if he was waiting to catch a push off guard or something, but I was getting a bit worried. I started getting Storm for the High Templars, and I started getting +2/+2. No, I started getting +1 armor. Blink is finished, but I'm not even using it. I do decide to push out soonish. I see this marine here, and I'm like, oh wait, is he all the way around here? Is he actually in here? I actually did believe that he might have been in that area for a little bit. I wasn't really sure where that marine came from. I started to get some Templars out. So I actually never used Blink at all in this game, even though I had it. My blink micro is not the best, particularly in like more massive engagements. But I didn't even try to blink into his base or do anything. I just kind of sat around and waited, which is really quite disappointing. I did send an observer out in the end. I want to know where he was. I did get worried. I did get panicky. I'm like, where's he got expanding or something? And I sent around, but I spotted nothing. So I see no medivacs. I spotted nothing. His stim is just about done. +1 weapons just about done, and so is +1 armor. I'm getting +2 weapons now, and I'm starting to get some more zealots. I'm thinking he must be pushing, he must have something. I'm thinking maybe going to Charge Archon too after this. Because once Storm's done, you know, you need something to do with it afterwards. Get another pile down. I've supply blocked a fair few times this game, and so has he actually. He slowed down being supply blocked, so that was alright. I need to get some more gateways again though, so I'm getting another 2 now, but I left it a bit late to get into production. I could have been a lot further ahead with the right amount of gateways. As it stands, I'm slowly catching up to him who's ahead of me because he's supply block. This observer right here back now, I'm like, well, he hasn't got a base, so where the hell is he? I'm heading this observer back now. I don't know if he sees that there's a base. No, see, there's no base there still. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually does have another base, so it's just interesting. No, didn't have another base at all. Actually, all his units came back, and I did see that all come back. with my observer. I do believe I did see they all came back. No, I went into his base. I didn't actually see that he moved out. I came back. I saw what he had in his base. I saw his double engineering bay. So that made me know that he was getting upgrades. And I did see the starport, so I knew that medivacs were out. I still hadn't actually seen his force at all, so it was very nice by him to push around like he did. I believe I pushed out myself here, and I don't know if I dropped some cannons as well, and a bit of worry about some kind of engagement. But here is where I really lost the game here, and it's pretty sad to see, but this is where I lost the game. I was in a kind of attack move mode, checking the towers, not realising his force was no longer in his base, and they all kind of jumbled up here and ended up streaming in one by one. And all these, because I was on an attack move, all these stalkers got here, so I was very, very, very unfortunate here, because I could have actually probably taken this force with the right storms, as I had a lot of storms filled up. I didn't have many medivacs, and you see by the storms I did end up casting, they did a lot of damage. Had I cast them at the start, when I saw the zealots out there, I could have won that engagement. From pretty much here on out, he just dominates. I panic, I drop cannons everywhere, knowing he's got medivacs, and knowing I've got heaps of minerals. I believe I start dropping a hell of a lot of cannons everywhere. Even getting level 1 armor, I don't shields. I just start panicking and start spamming buttons left, right, and center, clicking on stuff, chrono boosting shit. Start dropping pylon, another gateway. Then I start dropping cannon after another warp in probably. Yeah, warp in to stalkers because I realized, oh, what if he pushes with the drop? So, oh, I better warp in some stalkers. I better warp in a high Templar just in case. Still haven't seen any of the cannons I knew I was probably going to drop soonish. Yeah, I moved these stalkers back to deal with a drop up the back here. I really was worried about drops, and I started to just panic. If we look at what he has, he's way ahead on supply now. He's absolutely dominating me. I'll actually bring up his unit count. 57 harvesters to 59, so actually ahead in harvesters, which is nice. But his unit count is just massive. He has so many marines, so many marauders. It's just nuts. I just kept dropping more and more cannons. I did see that force start to move around, and I got suspicious. Well, actually that was SCVs. I was actually looking and saw that. So I was happy to know that he did have SCVs out here, which means he did have a base. Which means the Sword Prison might be able to do some damage. So I started seeing more prison around. But maybe I'll drop some dudes down there. I'll see what damage I can cause. See what I can do. Kept warping in units here, knowing that eventually he's going to push. I did see that yellow on the screen. I do remember seeing that, but I don't think I registered what it was, so I didn't click there fast enough or anything like that. So I knew he was around somewhere. So I just kept dropping more cannons, less some stalkers at the back here and the back here to deal with drops. Really, I need them at the front of the base where it was coming, as the engagement was coming, and all the DPS I needed, I didn't even have. You know, I'm at 221, and he's at... Well, can't even tell by that. Not sure what he's at, but I need these stalkers at the front for DPS. I really did, and I was even getting more upgrades still going, and I really need the DPS at the front. See, he's only at 1-1. So if I had the more DPS at the front, I might have been able to survive this. As it stood though, this push was pretty much it for me. I got the Warp Prism down here, realised it was a planetary fortress, realised it was a bad idea. What am I going to do with a planetary fortress? It did actually make, I did get him out of there, and I lifted up and moved into the main. Start warping in there, thinking if I could hold this off with a couple of cannons, my units here, most of these zealots, unfortunately, I'll be able to save the day. I mean, I did have the tower and observer there doing nothing, so I moved him in here and I started dropping zealots in the main. I'm hoping they'll do a bit of damage. He started to drop turrets in a hurry there, but it was a bit too late with turrets because all these zealots I end up warping in do just destroy these SCVs so quick. I think he realised it too. He was going to move back, maybe, but he realised that now he's too many SCVs in his base. With that warp in, does bring me close to the right spot, but then he decides to push. Now, I had no sentries. All my DPS here is at the back. Not too used to having DPS at the back. I did get off one nice storm, which actually nearly saved the day for me, to be honest. There's just so many medivacs here, and the healing was just so crazy. Had I had these stalkers and these stalkers down here at the same time, helping with the DPS, I might have been able to do it. I might have held this off. As it stood though, I couldn't hold it off. I had to fall back with everything. I knew I was going to lose this. I just didn't know what to do. At this point, it was pretty much GG. Nothing I could do here. I tried to hold these guys off as best I could. I tried to sandwich them. Just with so many medivacs though. I mean, I really should have more Templars. I didn't even just feeding back the medivacs. Could have saved the day. But as it stood though, I ended up losing everything to this pretty much. And all we had left was such a little bit of force. I just had these zealots just doing their own thing in the base, just wrecking base, doing a bit of damage, taking out everything. He had a ghost academy built, but I didn't actually see any ghosts in his unit composition. He pushed in what he had left, and it was just too much for me. only had Marauders left, but the Marauders just with so many medivacs killing him. I couldn't do anything about it. It was GG from there. So that's game 2. I fell in game 2 to a Marine Marauder push that I just didn't respond to correctly. I took myself too thin, didn't keep the best death ball going. And that's game 2. So that's thoughts of a gold level player in a tournament match. Game 2. I'll go into game 3 now and let you know how that went. That's QEDDeNile, and I'm out.